Hello, welcome to 4 Acres. It's about 11 o'clock on a Saturday. It is finally warm outside. Check it out, I'm wearing a t-shirt. The weather has been cold and rainy up until yesterday. And today, amazingly, it's beautiful. Blue sky, sun's out, it's already hit 70. Oh, it's great. Black flies are out. I don't know if you can see them flying around me, but they're out too. Project of the day. I wanted to avoid any sanding projects for a while because the picnic table I worked on definitely sanded me out. But we're gonna do a sanding project. Our front steps, when we came, we painted them gray and then we've painted them black. And as you can see, everything wears right off where we walk. So I'm gonna sand everything down. I'm gonna take that old railing down and I'm gonna put in a timber in between those two, sort of a true 2x4, and it'll be sort of timber frame style. I think that's at least how it looks in my head. I don't know what it's gonna look like in person. So we're gonna take that railing off, sand everything down, get the sanding out of the way because it's gonna take forever and I hate it. And then I'll work on building the new railing and putting that in place. Once that's done, then we can use our Australian timber oil, which may not be till tomorrow. It's gonna depend upon how fast I can sand, which my guess is not very fast. Are you ready? Let's go. There's always one stripped head.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Ah, got it. Look at all that moisture under there. Okay, lesson has really been learned now. Don't paint outside stuff. Good morning. It's the next day. I spent a while sanding and I still have more to do. Sanding and removing paint is the worst job ever. Time check. 4 minutes after 9. Let's get her done. I'll check in with you on the other side. 3 hours later, I think. Didn't I start at 9? I can't remember. You'll remember because you just saw it. I have one problem. I can't get to here. The palm sander's too wide and this is too narrow. I think what I'm gonna do is rip some pieces of thin plywood and then tack those here and then oil those. Whether I do that today or not still remains to be seen. What I'm gonna do right now, however, is start to work on the railing. Actually, what I'm gonna do right now is go make some lunch. And then I'm gonna start to work on the railing, get the railing done. And while that's happening, the sun is up there and very soon you can see the shadow line will be hitting the stairway. When it does that, it should dry the stairs off. You actually can see, now that I sanded all the paint off here, you can see a moisture line. This is wet. So once the sun hits this, it should dry it all out and it'll be much better off. All right, lunchtime for me and then time for the railing. See you in just a second. Every time I do this, I get a little bit better. Doesn't that look more official? Definitely looks way better, that's for sure.
5 minutes later.
Sometimes when I get overly excited, I mess things up. I installed this railing upside down, and I know that because I was using a piece of scrap wood and there are these saw marks here that I wanted on the bottom, and instead they're on the top, which isn't gonna work because if you're running your hand down it, you're gonna catch your hand on it, and I don't want that. So I have to drill out these pegs I put in, take the thing out, and put it back in. I'm not gonna have you suffer through that. Just know that I'm doing it. Time check, 2:27. We are good to go. I'm gonna give this thing a last sweep and then I'm gonna start to oil it. The best part, the fun part. So I'm gonna be using Australian timber oil. I used this on my picnic table a couple videos ago. It's not cheap, but it's done a really good job of rescuing my picnic table from certain doom. And I think it's gonna do the same thing for the front steps. All right, let's get going. another episode is in the books. There's still things to do there. I need to cut small, thin pieces of wood that I can put oil on and put underneath the lip of the tread, because I did just put stain on top of that gray paint I couldn't reach, and it doesn't look good. But that's gonna be another day, because time check, it is 3:15. This has been a great project. I've been outside all day long. It feels so good. The first real warm weekend of the season. I'll take it. Thank goodness. Well, I gotta transition to other things. We're gonna do s'mores and hot dogs down at the fire pit, so I gotta switch to that. I wanna thank each and every one of you for hanging out with me here at 4 Acres. It means the world to me. Always do the best you can with what you've got, and I'll see you around. Take care. Don't eat the spray foam. Don't eat the spray foam. Psst, psst, psst. Hey, hey.
It's not a worm.
The R value of my chickens is amazing.
Let's do it.
Dog allowed to be on there with my class.
Oh, get off! Get off! Bunker, that's not okay. Go get a drink.